You brought work. Well, Couture has to go to press, trial, or no trial.
I probably won't be here that long.
I hope not.
And I probably will be called up first, since yesterday Rick called me before the court adjourned. I think that's how it works, is it?
I have no idea how criminal court works. And you know I know nothing about this case, so hopefully my testimony will be brief and painless.
Wish I could say the same thing.
I didn't realize you'd been called to testify.
Well, Rick couldn't pass up the chance to force me to incriminate my best friend. Elizabeth? Hey, good morning. I brought some breakfast.
Thank you. I'm starving. Thank you.
You have to talk to Matt. Can you give me the whole morning off so I can be here for moral support?
But I thought the trial was closed.
Well, I'm one of the arresting officers. I can be here if I want.
Oh, honey, that's really nice of you, but I'm fine. You don't have to be.
I let you down when Jake got kidnapped. I can help you through this.
Really, it's okay.
You don't have to worry about it. Rick, he just wants to establish that you heard Jason get a phone call.
You look calm. Wish I could be.
All you gotta do is tell the truth. Don't worry how Rick tries to spin it.
Well, I'm only going to be up on the stand for a couple minutes, right?
No, I don't know. I mean, I hope so, but then don't get nervous if he tries to string this along. And on rebuttal, just answer Diane's questions. Don't get emotional. Don't get nervous. Just, stick to your story.
Is that the same thing as telling the truth?
Just say what happened as you remember it. Okay, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I just want this to be over. Olivia.
What, Lansing called you?
Yes, why? Exactly. It makes absolutely no sense. He got his mileage out of the footage. Why would he want me to testify that Jason saved my life?
Maybe he thinks he can twist the story around.
Well, it's blatant overkill. Poor choice of words. This trial is clearly more than a job to Rick Lansing.
Well, there's no question about that.
Why does he hate Jason so much?
Because Rick feels inferior. He knows that Jason's more of a brother to me than he'll ever be. And that he keeps saving his ex-wife.
Well, it looks like you could use some help. Forget the apartment. How would you feel about, say, helping me wreck Elizabeth's life?
Elizabeth's a lot like Lulu in some ways. They're both almighty Spencers, the angels of Port Charles that can do no wrong.
That's true.
I know what you said to Spinelli was really about you and Jason, but I can't help but think that it's kind of like me and Lucky, too. I mean, I loved him a lot. And yeah, I made mistakes, but I'm not the only one. Lulu makes mistakes. Elizabeth definitely does.
Oh, no, come on. Elizabeth is never wrong. Just ask Jason.
Yeah, she's selfish to the core. She lies, uses people. Lulu's the same way. She gets whatever she wants.
And they never have to pay.
Never.
I feel exactly the same way about Elizabeth.
You're right.
The more nervous you are, the more it will look like you have something to hide. You don't understand. My husband's going to be in the courtroom. Take it that's a problem. Yeah, he doesn't really approve of my friendship with Jason. I can't really blame him. Lucky's a cop. Jason's a gangster who has a knack for showing up when you need him the most. It has to be difficult for Lucky as a man, if nothing else.
Elizabeth Spencer?
Yes. Give him hell. Thanks.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
You may be seated.
Your Honor, just to be clear, the witness was formerly married to Mr. Lansing.
I made no attempt to hide that fact, Your Honor.
Fine. Proceed.
Thank you. Mrs. Spencer, how long have you known Jason Morgan?
For years.
How many years? 3 years, 5 years, 10 years?
About 10?
Do you consider Mr. Morgan a friend?
Yes.
On the afternoon in question, where were you?
In the hospital.
Why?
I had just given birth to my son.
And did you see Mr. Morgan that afternoon?
Yes.
He came to visit, correct?
Yes.
Did Mr. Morgan receive a phone call during that visit?
Yes.
And what was the call about?
I don't know.
Well, did you hear any part of the conversation?
Yes.
Well, what did you hear?
Jason said he was on his way.
Do you know who the phone call was from?
No.
Did Jason characterize the call in any way?
No.
Well, what do you think the call was about?
Objection. Calls for speculation.
Overruled. Answer the question.
I assume the call was about business.
My business.
Your Honor.
Mr. Lansing, you know better. The jury will disregard.
I meant coffee business. Jason imports coffee. That's what I think the call was about.
That part of my life is over.
Sam, do you hate Jason?
I'm angry with Jason. I am disappointed. I kind of wish he was hurting the way I'm hurting right now, but no, I don't hate him. Now, Elizabeth, that's a different story. She is a liar, and I hate the way people just sort of look the other way and pretend that she's perfect. I actually see her for what she is.
Mm-hmm. Ice cold and selfish.
You got it. And she does not deserve Jason, let alone Lucky and those kids.
I couldn't agree with you more.
I don't care if it takes me the rest of my life. I'm going to make sure that bitch pays and winds up alone.
Jason Morgan has saved your life on more than one occasion, is that correct?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, he brought you to the hospital when you were in labor with your son Jake. Is that correct?
Yes.
Can you tell us how that came about?
Jason found me passed out on my living room floor. I was bleeding and he got to me just in time.
Just happened to be stopping by.
Well, a storm was moving in and he wanted to make sure I was okay.
Does Mr. Morgan often visit you at your home?
Sometimes.
Once a week?
No.
Once a day?
No.
Every night?
Objection.
Overruled.
No.
When Jason does stop by to visit, glad to see him.
Yes.
Why is that?
He's a friend.
Close friend?
Yes.
How close?
Close. But I have several close friends.
You ever been to dinner with him?
Yes.
Parties, social events, that sort of thing?
No.
Helped him hide out from the law?
Objection. Prejudicial.
Have you ever helped Mr. Morgan when he was injured?
Objection. Vague.
Have you ever helped Mr. Morgan? Have you ever saved his life?
I don't know.
All right. I'll move on. Mrs. Spencer, have you ever visited Mr. Morgan at his penthouse?
Yes.
Why?
Because we're friends.
You spend the night, Mrs. Spencer?
Yes.
Have you ever had sex with Jason Morgan?